JSerra comes in with a 27-6 overall record, 13-2 in Trinity League play. They hail from San Juan Capistrano. We mentioned them as a national power. They are ranked #2 in the state and by some circuits, such as Max Prep's #2 in the nation. But Harvard-Westlake, no slouch on the other side, 24-8, 11-7 in league play. They come out of Studio City. They're 12th in the state and 53rd in the nation. When you consider the number of teams at this level, 53rd is not too bad itself. Taking a look at our center field camera. We'll have that shot for you all game long. They just reset the field, of course. A lot of ball was just played out here from the previous matchup. A little more details on how these teams got here. Harvard-Westlake in that game over Cypress, they were facing Jason Acuna, a pitcher who was just coming off a no-hitter. And they were able to get to him early with that Kaplan home run, a 3-run shot in the first inning. Cameron Deere pitched into the 7th in that one. He had a solid line of 6 hits given up, 5 strikeouts, 3 runs. Kaplan also added an RBI single, and Deere helped himself with a bases-loaded RBI walk. JSerra in that 13-1 win over Hart got help from Royce Lewis, who was 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs in that game. We're going to see him early tonight as he is their leadoff hitter and third baseman. Long Beach State, a storied baseball program, to say the least. They've put many players in the major leagues. The baseball program with its own identity, separate from the other sports programs at the school. Long Beach State mascot, the 49ers, but the baseball team affectionately known as the Dirtbags, which has become their unofficial official name. You'll see that Dirtbag logo all over this field on the left field wall. When you walk around on the outside of Blair Field, players look ready to go, amped up, leaning on the dugout, waiting for action.
Ladies and gentlemen, CIFSS
And the laptop out in the JSerra dugout, making use of technology. Number 49. I'm sure tracking all kinds of things here tonight. The pitches, runners in scoring position. We are in the age of analytics. And there's a youngster happy to be at the ball game. And there's a white post. Giving you the details of this field, the architecture, taking a close look. And breaking their pregame huddle and taking the field with high energy. You see in the red and white with the black trim. JSerra. So we are playing on a neutral field, so to speak, but these teams do get defined for semantics as home and away. There's your starting lineup for JSerra Catholic. Number 6, Royce Lewis at third base. Number 24, Brady Shockey in center field. 33, Chase Schrumpf at shortstop. 23, Davis Wenzel, first baseman in the cleanup spot. 34, Lyle Lynn at catcher. 21, Micah Price in left field. Number 35, David Levy Oda, the DH. Number 2, Matt Manskar at second. And number 4, Colin Townsend in right field. And we are about ready to go. There's your first pitch. To number 6, Royce Lewis. So we have JSerra at bat. And Harvard-Westlake in the field. Just getting all settled here. So now you know who your home and away teams are. JSerra in the gray, 3-0 count. They take on the identity of the away team, and if it comes down to it, Harvard-Westlake, the home team, will get the last at bat. And a late call by the umpire for strike one. And maybe an even later call. On the mound for Harvard-Westlake is number 19, their sophomore ace, Jesse Bergen. He comes in with an 8-2 record and a 1.58 ERA. Listed at 6'3", 185 pounds. Chopper down the third base line. And they just get him. Cameron Deere with the throw. We talked about his pitching exploits a moment ago. You see why with that arm over at the hot corner. As he puts him away. Bergen, number 19, looks into the left-handed batter, Shockey. Shockey comes in with a .351 average, no home runs and 9 RBIs. One of the team captains. And he pulls one, foul. Down toward first base. One away here in the first. As we see the night sky getting a little darker and the lights getting a little brighter. There's a good shot of that Dirtbags logo we were talking about. And a drive to right center, but coming over to make the grab is the center fielder, Jake Settleson. So 2 away. Number 33, the shortstop. As you probably hear the PA announcer in the background, Chase Strump. Strump, 347 on the year, 4 home runs, 26 RBIs. Bergen, the pitch. Off speed stuff in there for a strike. Count is even at 1-1. Outside for ball 2. There you see the shot of the 6'3" Bergen and a grounder to short. And that will end the top of the first. 3 up, 3 down as Bergen gets the Wolverines.
The Pro Glider, easily one of the best teaching tools you can put in the hand of any baseball or softball player.
The Pro Glider, as you swing with that Pro Glider, you can actually see the flight of the ball. And you can see that if the ball, if you're swinging right, that ball will go up the middle with what I call a true trajectory, not backspin. Backspin pops things up, but a true trajectory, meaning just a natural lift that goes out.
Craig Wallenbrock has instructed major league hitters for several decades. He's seen every gimmick around, but as a coach who teaches with video, Wallenbrock loves the Pro Glider because of its positive muscle memory reinforcement.
Yeah, it's the hands that hold the bat and what they do. And that's why I think this is such a great training device. It is a teacher.
Order your Pro Glider at the web address listed below.
Back to live action, about ready to go in the bottom of the first inning. Harvard-Westlake now coming to bat. Take a look at their starting lineup. Number 4, Paul Giacomazzi, the right fielder, leads off. Number 15, Jake Settleson, the center fielder, batting second. In the 3-hole, number 5, John Thomas, the shortstop. Cleanup, 33, Cameron Deere at third base. We saw him make a nice throw already. Leo Kaplan, number 24, in left field. Number 23, Lauren Frank is your designated hitter. Number 8, Casey Slattery at first base. Number 14, Matt Thomas, the catcher. And number 21, Julian Gerard, the second baseman, at the bottom of the lineup. On the mound, the right-hander, a sidearm thrower, Colin Quinn. His stat line is quite remarkable. A 12-0 record on the year, a 0.70 ERA, 5 complete games, 64 strikeouts, 6'2", 225 senior. He brings experience as well. There you see that sidearm delivery. In there for a ball. Not sure how many sidearm pitchers Harvard-Westlake has seen this year. Can definitely be a very, well, can very much alter the approach to your hitting. You're not used to seeing that. We'll see how they adjust. Having trouble getting into the zone early. He is a 2-1. Left-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher. So we have a righty versus righty matchup tonight on the mound. Giacomazzi with a base hit. Giacomazzi hitting 277 before that, with 10 runs batted in. He's our first base runner of the ball game. There's the replay. Just makes good contact with that one and drives it into right field. That's all you need. Nice stop by the catcher coming all the way up the line to prevent any further damage. Jake Suttleson, the batter, lines one to second, sliding safely back into first, avoiding the double play as Giacomazzi. So one pitch out for Quinn. Liner grabbed by the second baseman, Matt Manskar. That brings up the shortstop, John Thomas. Thomas on the year, a .404 batting average, 2 home runs, 23 runs batted in. Lead off first for Giacomazzi. And Thomas lifts one high, but playable, and caught by the center fielder, Brady Shockey. And scampering back to first is Giacomazzi as he holds tight. That's kind of the view that Quinn has from the mound. 2 outs. We'll see how much attention he gives the runner. All he needs is just, of course, 1 round to get out of the inning. And they throw over there from home plate, but Giacomazzi back in there. So far, it does not look like the JSerra batters or rather the Westlake batters are having much trouble picking up the ball from sidearm delivery. Cameron Deere, the cleanup hitter, at the plate. Deere, 225 average on the year with 2 home runs and 18 RBIs. 2-1, your count, 2 outs, runner on first. Quinn looks over, crouches down into his delivery, and the pitch. And the catcher tried to frame it up, but the umpire was not fooled by that, and he knows it's low for ball 3. That's your home plate umpire, James Smith, back there. right back up the middle into center field for a base hit. So those 2 outs bookended by singles from Giacomazzi and Deere. And now with a runner in scoring position in the first inning are the Wolverines. Number 24, Leo Kaplan, we mentioned he had that 3-run home run in their last game, so he can certainly put one out of here. By the way, 335 down the left field line, 393 straight away, and 330 to right field. In there for strike 1. Kaplan, 265 this season, 3 home runs and 24 runs driven in. Another golden opportunity right here. Mason Quinn. Kaplan also a senior, so it's senior against senior. 1-2. Ahead of the count, 1 more strike, 1 more out, and he gets out of this jam. Runner on second as you see Giacomazzi taking a slight lead. Now a little bit bigger lead. Winding up that bat is Kaplan, the left fielder. Now he'll ask for time. Didn't like the wait. Take a practice swing. Back in the box. Quinn looks in. Goes outside. Perhaps looking to poke it opposite field was Kaplan, but out of play. Foul ball. Cameron Deere behind Quinn at first. Outside again. Might have hit a little bit of dirt. 2-2, 2 outs. Bottom 1 from Blair Field in Long Beach. Swing, got a piece of it. Rolls away. Runners will have to head back to their respective bases. I'm sure Quinn is very experienced in these situations, as he's 12-0 with that minuscule ERA. Must have gotten himself out of plenty of jams. And that one lifted to center, but playable. And the catch, so he gets out of it to end the threat, and we remain scoreless after 1. JSerra 0. Harvard-Westlake 0.
See the
Welcome back to live Play Sports coverage of the 2016 CIF Southern Section Baseball Tournament Division I Action Semi-Final game. First pitch of the second inning is a strike from number 19, the right-hander, Jesse Bergen, on the mound for Harvard-Westlake. JSerra at the bat with their 4, 5, and 6 hitters this inning. Another strike. Davis Wenzel is your batter. Numbers on Wenzel: 323, 4 home runs, and the team leader with 39 runs driven in. That one outside, ball 1. 1-2. Bergen taking his time between pitches, but made quick work of that first inning. 2-2 even count now. Bergen. And that one poked into right field for a base hit. First hit of the game for JSerra as Wenzel is on. Their first baseman now standing on first with that single. Bergen trying to shake it off. Perhaps getting a feel for that ball in the glove, just trying to reacquaint himself. Step off the mound, step back on. Slight lead off first by Wenzel at the bat, the catcher. Lyle Lynn, number 34, a 304 hitter, 3 home runs, 26 RBIs. The Lions won. To first for the easy double play. So just like that, the runner on is null and void. Boom, boom. First baseman making the play for the Wolverines, Casey Slattery. Unassisted, as they say. Strike 1. Now at the plate, number 21, the left fielder, Micah Priest. Priest fouls one off. Priest hitting only .211 this season with 7 runs driven in. Left-handed batter, right-handed thrower. Bergen. The pitch. Tried to fool him going way outside with that 0-2 count. Pitchers, of course, if they can get the batter to chase, they will usually try that. Goes a little further inside, but the umpire says ball 2. 2-2 the count. And this is there. Full count, 3-2. Priest, 6'4" senior. Bergen, the payoff. Inside, almost got away, but he walks the batter. Two outs, man on first base. And the designated hitter coming up for JSerra, number 35, David Levy Oda. Levy Oda hitting .250 this season. No home runs, 3 runs driven in. Both these teams electing to put the DH in the pitcher's spot in the lineup. Another left-handed hitter. Strike one. Levy Oda getting signs from the dugout. Certainly not a sacrifice situation with 2 outs. They check over to first, and ducking back in is Priest. Another look. Back in safely again. Harvard-Westlake, coached by Jared Halpert. Fouled off by Levy Oda. 0-2, he'll try to stay alive in this count with that runner on first. Still scoreless, still early. Still plenty of baseball left to play here from Blair Field at Long Beach State University, of course, in Long Beach, California. A Southern California night. We are now definitely at night as the sky has dimmed. And the runner goes, throwing a bounce down to second. In there with a stolen base is Priest, changing up the situation now with a man in scoring position for Levy Oda. The 1-2 count. A base hit could bring that runner home. And you never know, might be the difference in this ball game as we'll find out later. Bergen now worried about the man behind him. Levy Oda can't bring the runner home. Bergen gets out of it. In the middle of the second, still scoreless between JSerra and Harvard-Westlake.
The Pro Glider, easily one of the best teaching tools you can put in the hand of any baseball or softball player.
The Pro Glider, as you swing with that Pro Glider, you can actually see the flight of the ball. And you can see that if you're swinging right, that ball will go up the middle with what I call a true trajectory, not backspin. Backspin pops things up, but a true trajectory, meaning just a natural lift that goes out.
Craig Wallenbrock has instructed major league hitters for several decades. He's seen every gimmick around, but as a coach who teaches with video, Wallenbrock loves the Pro Glider because of its positive muscle memory reinforcement.
Yeah, it's the hands that hold the bat and what they do. And that's why I think this is such a great training device. It is a teacher.
Order your Pro Glider at the web address listed below.
Bottom of the second inning. Back to work for JSerra on the mound, Colin Quinn. He faces the DH, Lauren Frank, for Harvard-Westlake. Still first time through the lineup for Quinn. Frank takes. Frank on the season, a .284 hitter, 1 home run, 15 RBIs. Looks at a strike. And the first strikeout of the game by either pitcher comes from Colin Quinn as Frank goes down on strikes, we mentioned. Those gaudy numbers on Quinn. That's his 65th strikeout of the season. Casey Slattery, who had that unassisted double play, now at the bat. Casey at the bat, as they say. Unintentional, folks, sorry. Why did I apologize? Casey at the bat is part of baseball lore. Casey Slattery, 186 hitter, no home runs, 11 RBIs. Slattery looks at his first strike, 1-1, 1 away. Just be happy I didn't say his name with an Irish accent. Outside, 2-1. Slattery lines one down, but a nice grab by the first baseman, Davis Wenzel. So far, both these pitchers holding steady. The catcher, Matt Thomas, about to step into the batter's box for Harvard-Westlake. Take a look at the replay. With the D is Davis Wenzel. Matt Thomas hitting 200. No home runs, 4 RBI. It's always that eternal question. Can you say RBI or RBIs? I think you can. Although, technically RBIs is runs batted ins, which is not correct. Let's go with it. Matt Thomas looks at a strike. From Colin Quinn. Colin is also a famous comedian, not the pitcher, but the name Quinn. I'm sure he's heard that in his life and doesn't need to hear it anymore from me. And checking the swing, but brings the count to 2-2. They say he did not go around. Quinn. And Quinn knew it. He threw the pitch, and almost right when it hit the catcher's glove, he was running to the dugout. So 2 big strikeouts that inning for Quinn. Still scoreless after 2 in this Division I matchup. The CIF Southern Section baseball tourney.
Every week, the guys like to catch up, talk, and just spend some good, quality time together. And with T-Mobile's Simple Choice plan, they get unlimited talk, text, and web, which means they can watch MLB highlights, check stats, and talk all day about the game they love.
This was nice. Good talk.
Great seeing you guys.
With T-Mobile, ESPN and ESPN Deportes, the game goes where you do. Wednesday Night Baseball brought to you by T-Mobile. Rays Red Sox at 7 on ESPN.
And back to baseball. See those College World Series appearances by the Dirtbags in 89, 91, 93, and 98. And the list goes on and on. Out of your frame. 89. Well, the next list is their Big West Conference Championships, 89, 92, 93, 94, 96, 97, 2003, and 2006. They've got a great tribute around the outside of the field to the many major leaguers that have come out of this program, just to name some. Jason Jambi, Evan Longoria, Steve Traxel, Troy Tulowitzki, Jared Weaver. These are big baseball names, folks. The latest being Matt Duffy, who had a stellar rookie season last year for the San Francisco Giants at third base, now a fixture in their lineup. And I've been told that I look like Matt Duffy. And I agree. Okay, enough about me. Back to baseball, folks. On the mound is Bergen. And at the plate, looking at ball one. With his first at bat is the second baseman, Matt Manskar. A .342 hitter, no home runs, 11 RBIs. This is a running team, JSerra, as he has a short chopper to third and digging it out at first base with a nice play. Is Casey Slattery. If they do get on, this JSerra team does have some speed on the base paths. Colin Townsend, the right fielder, now your batter. Strike one to Townsend. Townsend hitting .296 with 7 runs driven in, no home runs. Holds up there for strike 2. Townsend in right field tonight. He's listed on the roster as a utility player, so perhaps a multi-position ball player for the Lions. Bergen really wheeled back for that one. 1-2. Holds off. 2-2 the count. And an unfriendly bounce dug out of there by the second baseman. Julian Gerard with the play. There's a replay. It's a hard ball to retrieve, folks. You got to make that last second decision whether to take the bounce or try to just get it on the liner. He dug it out, threw to first for the out, and down goes Townsend. So back to the top of the order for JSerra, number 6, Royce Lewis. We mentioned that speed on the base paths. If he can get on, he leads the team with 23 stolen bases, also 4 triples. Grounded out his first time up. Has committed to playing college ball at nearby UC Irvine. One-on-one the count. Tightening up those batting gloves is Lewis. Looking for a little extra edge against Bergen, as neither pitcher has been cracked thus far. Holds that bat way up high. And he's on base. So we mentioned that it's key to this team's success to get some speed out there, and this is the number 1 guy they'd want, their stolen base leader. But a 2-out situation. Brady Shockey about to step in for his second at bat. He flied out to center in the first inning. And Bergen will look to tighten the reins with a man on first. We have the long panted pitcher against the batter with the high socks. Different style approaches. Throw to first. Back in safely. Lewis with the lead. And keeping a close eye on the speedster. Really letting him know that they want him to keep his vacancy at first base and not second. And there he goes. The throw is high and into second, and pumped up about it is Royce Lewis with his 24th stolen bag on the year. So now a man in scoring position, 2 outs. A single could score him with that kind of speed. An extra base hit would probably definitely score him. Shockey looking to make strong contact here. Bergen looks in the pitch. Shockey lifts one to left. And it's caught for the 3rd out of the inning, so another threat is foiled by the strong pitching we've seen thus far. In the middle of the 3rd, still scoreless, 0-0. In part to Colin Quinn and Jesse Bergen, our starting pitchers, holding down the fort for each squad. So we mentioned all of those former Long Beach players in the major leagues. These high schools also with some representation at the highest level. JSerra can brag about San Diego Padres catcher Austin Hedges as one of their alums. And we'll get to the storied history of Harvard-Westlake as the game goes on. One and 0. Side Armor back out on the mound. Facing the second baseman, Julian Gerard. Three and 0. Gerard hitting .227, no home runs, 7 RBIs. And he's on base. But Gerard showing that patience, which might be the key to this game, as neither team has scored, neither team has come up with a big extra base hit. This could be the kind of ball game with these pitchers where you have to manufacture runs. And in baseball history, that has won plenty of games, plenty of championships at any level. Taking that sprinter's approach stance at first base. Looked like Gerard now, he kind of takes a conventional lead. Quinn, looking bunt, is the batter. He lays one down the third base line. He's out of there, but he advances the runner, which is what he was sent up there to do. Laying down that bunt was the leadoff hitter, Paul Giacomazzi. So Giacomazzi with a single his first time up. Now the sacrifice bunt, a couple of productive at-bats. Jake Suttleson, the center fielder, at the plate. Is this a guy you want up? Well, 440 batting average, 11 home runs, 35 runs driven in. Leads the team in all 3 categories. Also leads them with 11 doubles. And patrols center field for the squad, so he does a lot. Suttleson lifts one to right. Runner tags, heads to third, and headfirst dive is in there. So Gerard has made his way to third base with 2 outs. But if they can get a run, they will take it. Replay, Gerard takes that deep breath and then full head of steam. You'll see him go down for the dive safely into third. And they are in business. John Thomas, the batter, flied out to center his first time up. We're in the bottom of the third inning. 0-0. Thomas crouching over the plate, turns his shoulder, doesn't fool the umpire as he calls a strike. Outside, ball 2. Thomas, the senior. And he watches another strike. 2-2, 2 outs. Can Quinn get out of another jam with Gerard on third? The pitch. Thomas lays one down to shortstop. Playable ball over to first for the out to end the threat. Gerard crosses home plate, but it will not count as the out ends the inning. 0-0 after 3.
I love acting. They teach me how to do a whole bunch of stuff.
It's a great school, and she's around people that are interested in the same things she is.
It's been great to have these people in our corner. These guys really know what they're doing, and they've been doing it for quite a few years.
Every Saturday they do have agents here for modeling, for print, and then there's agents here for acting.
Everything you need to succeed in show business is here. We have classes for kids, teens, and adults. Learn your craft at Santa Clarita School of Performing Arts.
We did it! So can you!
Welcome back to the pitcher's duel. We're almost halfway through this game. We have yet to see an extra base hit. We have yet to see a run. JSerra will send to the plate. Chase Strumpf to start this inning. Certainly capable. Team leader with 11 doubles. Team captain. As the throw down to second is our signal to about get going. For more of America's pastime. Here comes Strumpf. He grounded out his first time up. He's committed to playing at UCLA. So will stay in Southern California. One of the team captains, 6'2", 190 pounds, senior. In there for strike one. Strumpf gets one in the gap in left center, cut off by the left fielder. So he'll remain at first, but the leadoff single. Maybe the flame that is needed to ignite this JSerra offense. We will see with Davis Wenzel coming up. Wenzel singled his first time up, runner on first. You see the lead. He is framed almost perfectly behind the pitcher, almost disappearing in your screen. Bergen looks in, looks over to first, they throw, and he's back in. Wenzel, also a team captain, also a senior, headed to Baylor to play his college ball. He's the man you want up. He leads the team in RBIs with 39 on the season. Bergen. Checking the runner. Strumpf at first. Bergen on the mound. Wenzel at the plate. And they are certainly not shy in letting JSerra know They got their eye on them on the base pass. Here's the pitch. And that's in there as it dips down to the last moment. 4 strike. Bergen continues to play catch with his first baseman. Wenzel maybe testing his patience. He wants something to hit there. You see the dugout of JSerra. They're doing their rally juggle. Oh, down the second and in there safely is Strump as the throw got away. Tough angle as the pitcher kind of ran into the stream of the throw from the catcher, maybe blocking the second baseman's vision. It trickled behind him. And now a runner in scoring position with nobody out for JSerra. Big leadoff second. Catcher keeps it in front of him behind the plate. Matt Thomas. See bottom of your screen, 33, Strump, the runner. Ooh, they try to get the second baseman sneaking over there with the pickoff, but Strump unscathed. Wenzel taps home plate, twists that right ankle. Maybe it's a ritual. Little wiggle with the ankle. Trying to get set. And now the count is full. See a man on his phone in the stands. Really taking in the ball game. I don't know, folks. Could be a scout. Who knows? Could be punching in numbers on the batters. Could be doing his job. Just getting a piece of it is Wenzel. Staying alive in the count. Team's looking a little restless, trying to cross home plate, as nobody has. That one gets away, and he walks the batter. Runners on first and second now. Wenzel and Strump. And catcher and pitcher will try to talk this over, hoping the wheels are not coming off of Bergen. Third baseman Cameron Deere, a pitcher himself, maybe with a little sage advice for his mound mate. And now we have a offensive conference over to the right of the first base foul line. Lyle Lynn about to come up and take his hacks. Lynn, he lined into that unassisted double play his first time up. A 300 hitter headed to Arizona State University. Nobody out. Bergen trying to get out of this jam in the top of the fourth inning. There you see the picture of Jared Weaver. In your previous shot. Strumpf still the man on second. Wenzel at first. Lynn at the plate. Here comes Bergen. Showing bunt is Lynn. Laying off for a strike. Looks surprised. Turns to the umpire. Don't know if he had words, but sometimes you don't need words to say what you want. And umpires certainly know the body language of ball players, as they endure a lot out there. Bergen, the pitch, fastball. 1-1 as it's low. Showing bunt again was Lynn. Definitely a sacrifice situation with nobody out. On deck is Micah Priest. Lynn, the bunt. Fielded by Bergen, throws to third, gets the force out. So Harvard-Westlake will take that, getting the lead runner. Now one out on the board. Priest, as we mentioned, now your batter. Still runners at first and second, but a little more tolerable situation for the Wolverines. A double play will get him out of this inning as the left-handed hitter steps into the box. Bergen didn't like what he saw. Sometimes it just doesn't feel right. You've got to step off that mound and reset yourself. Every pitch counts with those runners on base. One out, semifinal game, pressure situation. And fouling it off into the stands is Priest. Matt Thomas back out to the mound. Maybe he saw something or remembered something in the scouting of Priest that will change up their approach. Bergen again says, give me one more moment. I'm the pitcher. I'll pitch on my time. Fouled off by Priest. You see on deck the DH, number 35, David Levy Oda. Oh, 0-2 the count. One and two now. Can't see it on your screen, but it is now definitely a Long Beach night. I only see the lights of businesses lit up, a few headlights from cars, and a big swing and a miss. Setting him down on strikes is Bergen with a strikeout of Micah Priest. So Bergen's first strikeout of the game comes at a very ideal time with the runners on first and second, 1 out. That makes it 2 outs. He's 1 out away from getting out of this jam, facing the DH, Levy Oda. The sophomore definitely getting his pressure experience in this tournament. Levy Oda watches ball 1 outside, a little high. Only 5 hits thus far in this ball game combined from both teams. No errors. We've seen some strong defense. Oh, and that one, speaking of, almost gets away, but that's why you back up your teammates. Two outs, 1-0. Top of the 4th inning from Blair Field in Long Beach, California. Levy Oda looks at ball 2. Umpire maybe telling the JSerra dugout what he sees. Or actually, probably telling somebody to get back in the dugout. We've seen Bergen time and time again step off that mound when he's not ready. Pretty veteran move for a sophomore. He won't let himself be rushed. 2-1, and so that works. He comes back on that mound and deliver a strike. Jesse Bergen mixing off-speed pitches with an occasional fastball, and now the batter. Maybe a little chess game as Levy Oda calls for time. Says, hey, guess what? You want to do things on your time? I'll do it on my time. Levy Oda. And a soft line to the third baseman who's fired up about that catch. Cameron Deere making the play. They get out of another jam. We are still scoreless. 0-0 in this semifinal game of the Division I CIF Southern Section Baseball Tournament. Look at your replay. Off the thin part of the bats. And Deere says, I got that. We're good. Headed back to the dugout. We'll see if momentum is anything in baseball, as Deere will be your leadoff hitter coming up this inning. To face the side armor, Colin Quinn still out there on the bump for JSerra. From San Juan Capistrano in Orange County, this JSerra squad, Harvard-Westlake from Studio City, which is really hard to explain unless you live in the Los Angeles area. Studio City, with all due respect, is a city. It's Studio City. It's also kind of a neighborhood that's all part of LA, and LA is kind of just all over the place. Everything's LA, and LA is everything when you talk about LA neighborhoods. Or sections, or cities within LA. LA County. Okay. Sorry, I got off on a geography tangent. Here comes Cameron Deere up to the plate. He singled his first time up. Deere headed to Brown University. Of course, a very esteemed academic school as well. Deere lifts one to right field and shallow enough to drop in for a base hit. He turns looking for second, but no, he'll head back to first, happy with that, as the ball skips off the second baseman's glove, but the shortstop retrieves it, tosses it back to the pitcher. Deere is on with a leadoff single, so perhaps that momentum of making that standout defensive play to end the threat of JSerra carried over to his at-bat. He came up there swinging, and now he finds himself on base. Leo Kaplan, a left fielder, he has some pop. Take a look at Deere's hit again. Drops in to right field in front of Colin Townsend. And there's all your zeros on the scoreboard. You know the story so far. Kaplan looking to change that story, write his own chapter. If he can drive home a run here, number 24 steps out of the box, take a couple of practice cuts. Kaplan lifts one to left field, to the wall, off the wall, and a friendly bounce as it goes about 25, 30 feet back into play. He heads toward third safely with the RBI triple. Leo Kaplan is the first one to crack the seal of this ball game, giving his team, the Wolverines from Harvard-Westlake, a 1-0 lead with nobody out in the bottom of the fourth inning. Cameron Deere comes around from first to score. Kaplan, who had that big 3-run home run in their last game that advanced them into this semifinal, now with the triple, becoming a hero of this tournament. Lauren Frank, the DH, gets his chance to knock in Kaplan, the side armor. Quinn delivers. Quinn, of course, we mentioned with that 0.70 ERA coming into this, so runs are a premium against him. Harvard-Westlake has to be pumped up about getting on the board. Lauren Frank, a 6'3" sophomore, listed at 198 pounds on the roster, very specific. Kaplan. Frank waving that bat. Just lays off. They look for a second opinion. And it's 1-1. Getting the signals from third. Sac fly would work here. Base hit would definitely work. Sneaks one inside for a strike. 1-2. Leo Kaplan standing on third. And that one, the bottom drops out of it. Strikeout on Frank, his second strikeout in 2 at-bats. So Quinn rights the ship for the time being. That'll bring up the first baseman, Casey Slattery, who lined out to first base his first time up. Slattery came in hitting only 186, a junior. Slattery with a base hit to right field, scoring Kaplan a 2-0 lead for the Wolverines. So getting to Quinn in the bottom of the 4th is Harvard-Westlake. Just going to mention, Slattery, you'll probably see in the replay as the dugout congratulates each other. Whoever that is with the iPad, he's excited. There's Slattery. He has a very kind of casual approach at the plate. He's got the bat on his shoulder, his elbows are not cocked out, and when the pitch comes, he kind of does this a real short, quick windup into that swing and just slapped it into right field for a base hit. That's all they need. Now at the plate, number 14, Matt Thomas, the catcher. He looks at ball 1. Thomas, only a 200 hitter coming in, also a junior. Lays the bunt foul toward third base. Slattery will have to head back to first with 1 out. That's the shot I was talking about, Jared Weaver in the background. He displayed players of Long Beach State alum. I think that's Matt Duffy behind the post. Evan Longoria on the right. Quinn hoping to get out of this with no more damage. Bunt. Barehands it to first, gets the out, but they advance the runner, now 2 away. Slattery standing on second, making sure he's standing on second with both feet. And I believe Harvard-Westlake is sending up a pinch hitter and a pinch runner. So Ryan Page will now stand on second base running for Slattery. That's number 3, Page. At bat, number 10, Patrick Albarino is your pinch hitter. Albarino looks at ball 1. Albarino hitting .207 on the season, does have 3 runs driven in. So looking to add runs, they put more speed on the base paths and throw up a pinch hitter in the bottom of the 4th. Albarino makes contact, but it's foul. Scampering back to second base is Ryan Page. Can't get at ease with 2 runs against Quinn. His track record suggests those may be the only runs he gives up. And 1 offensive explosion by JSerra puts them right back in this game. Outside, 2-2 the count, 2 outs. Albarino chopper to first. He backhands it, tosses it to the pitcher. They get the third out, so 2 runs do score. As Harvard-Westlake strikes first in the bottom of the 4th. After 4, they hold a 2-0 lead over JSerra. See some fans here tonight. JSerra regrouping. Coach Brett Kay probably letting his troops know that it's only a 2-run lead.
Every week, the guys like to catch up, talk, and just spend some good, quality time together. And with T-Mobile's Simple Choice plan, they get unlimited talk, text, and web, which means they can watch MLB highlights, check stats, and talk all day about the game they love.
This was nice. Good talk.
Great seeing you guys.
With T-Mobile, ESPN, and ESPN Deportes, the game goes where you do. Wednesday Night Baseball brought to you by T-Mobile. Rays Red Sox at 7 on ESPN.
JSerra, Juniper, the Lions from San Juan Capistrano in the top of the 5th inning will come to the plate looking to tie or take the lead or chip away at this Harvard-Westlake lead, which just happened. Matt Manskar, number 2, he grounded out his first time up. 5'10", 180-pound senior. Still on the mound, Jesse Bergen. He's been steady thus far, giving up only 3 hits and no runs through 4. 0-1 the count. Really taking his time out there on the mound. Bergen with a shorter delivery in his lower body, not much of a leg kick. Brings that arm back and then delivers. Very consistent with his delivery, as most pitchers are of any success. Catcher frames that one nicely for the strikeout. Second strikeout for Bergen. Colin Townsend steps in, the right fielder. He grounded out his first time up to second base. .5'10" junior. Oh, 2. High. for ball 2. Count is full. Townsend with that short, compact stance. Chopper to third. And he's down 5-3. 2 outs as Bergen continues to methodically work through this order. Royce Lewis. The leadoff hitter, the spark plug for this team. They need him right now. Top of the 5th. Remember, these are only 7-inning games, unless tied. And then we go to extra frames, as the previous game did go. Lewis looks at a strike. Lewis singled and stole a base his first time up. Like got the upper outside corner for strike 2. And he gets him to chase for strike 3. So Jesse Bergen, very impressive thus far. His 3rd strikeout of the game. He's pitched 5 scoreless innings. His team maintains a 2-0 lead, and they're excited about it as Harvard-Westlake staring down this powerhouse JSerra team and letting them know they want this victory. They're going to have to grab it. You are watching LivePlaySports.tv. If you're interested in having your next season covered by Live Play, go ahead and check out our website, get in contact. Find out how every home and away game can be covered. That's LivePlaySports.tv. I'm Patrick O'Sullivan. That's your crowd in Long Beach on this, I wouldn't say sunny because it's night, but it was a sunny day, and now the night is just fine. As you see, everybody looks comfortable. Nobody's shivering. Umpire dusting off home plate. We saw the groundskeepers grooming the field before last inning. Still on the mound after giving up those 2 runs is Colin Quinn. With that 12-0 record. The leadoff hitter for Harvard-Westlake steps into the batter's box. Paul Giacomazzi. He singled his first time up, sacrifice bunt his second time at the plate. He looks at ball 2. So we mentioned Austin Hedges, the alum of JSerra, playing for the Padres. Harvard-Westlake also boasts some major leaguers. Brennan Bosch, Josh Satin. They've got Austin Wilson in the Mariners minor league system. And Max Fried, the 7th pick in the 2012 MLB draft. Over to first. The ground out. Giacomazzi. NFL lineman Jonathan Martin, also an alum of Harvard-Westlake. Look at that replay as he taps first for the out. Number 15, Jake Suttleson. He lined out and hit a sacrifice fly. A 440 hitter coming in. Suttleson, based on that average, is due. Tightens up the batting gloves. Quinn, the pitch. That sidearm delivery. Outside for a ball 1-2. One away. Bottom of the 5th inning from Blair Field. Two and two. Of course, Jason and Jerron Collins, the Collins twins of NBA fame, also Harvard-Westlake products. And hit by a pitch is Suttleson. So he's used to getting on with hits. That time he gets on getting hit. But they'll take it. Looking to build on this lead, one away. I don't know if JSerra has seen this from Quinn this year. Like I said, as you see the hit by a pitch. The side armor, he is undefeated. Came in with a .70 ERA. Hasn't pitched a bad ball game here tonight. It's just that the margin of error is so slim because his team has yet to score. Quinn checks the runner. Quinn looks in. Laying off is John Thomas, the hitter. Thomas 0 for 2 on the day, or the night. Leading off of first is Suttleson. Big gap in the right side of the infield if this left-handed hitter can pull one. That one's way outside. Almost looked like a pitch out. Check the runner again. Quinn trying to loosen up that arm. Gets the signal. Bet you it's a sidearm. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, I was wrong. It's a throw over to first. Thomas, maybe a little impatient, looking for something to hit. You see he's gotten some hits with that bat as the E off the Easton has been worn off. And another look over to first. No further damage is the name of the game right now for JSerra with this 2-run deficit. And the 1-2 pitch. There's a ball. Count even, one away, runner on first. Harvard-Westlake coming in as the lower seed in this semifinal game, trying to get another run as they know JSerra, ranked by some as the #2 team in the nation. This is not a safe game at all. And over to second and over to first with a double play. That soft liner, tricky for the runner to read. Gets caught up. And that ends the threat.
Every week, the guys like to catch up, talk, and just spend some good, quality time together. And with T-Mobile's Simple Choice plan, they get unlimited talk, text, and web, which means they can watch MLB highlights, check stats, and talk all day about the game they love.
This was nice. Good talk.
Great seeing you guys.
With T-Mobile, ESPN, and ESPN Deportes, the game goes where you do. Wednesday Night Baseball brought to you by T-Mobile. Rays Red Sox at 7 on ESPN.
I love acting. They teach me how to do a whole bunch of stuff.
It's a great school, and she's around people that are interested in the same things she is.
It's been great to have these people in our corner. These guys really know what they're doing, and they've been doing it for quite a few years.
Every Saturday, they do have agents here for modeling, for print, and then there's agents here for acting.
Everything you need to succeed in show business is here. We have classes for kids, teens, and adults. Learn your craft at Santa Clarita School of Performing Arts.
We did it! So can you!
Welcome back. Top of the 6th inning, still a pitcher's duel. There were 2 runs. Has Harvard-Westlake holding on to that 2-0 lead. And JSerra still looking to crack. Jesse Bergen, who has been so steady this game. 5 scoreless innings, giving up only 3 hits. With only 1 walk. Ball 1 at the plate for JSerra. Number 24, Brady Shockey. Shockey lifts one to right, stays in the ballpark, and caught out there by Paul Giacomazzi. So it sounded better off the bat than it was. Some of the fans, I think, for a second, maybe just searching for something. Almost from the reaction, you'd think that one could be out of here. But as you see from the replay, middle of right field, playable, standard grab for the out. Says hi to his center fielder. A looping curve for ball 1. Taking again is the batter. Number 33, Chase Strumpf. He singled and stole a base his last time up. Scoreboard operator a little slow in the stadium. I think it's 2-0. It says 1-0 up there. And that's a strike. Strumpf 1 for 2 today. Team captain, as we mentioned, senior. JSerra trying to claw and get something going, and he pops that one up. Second baseman called off by the right fielder, Giacomazzi. With his second putout of the inning. Number 23, Davis Wenzel, he's 1 for 1, has a single and a walk. He looks at strike 1. Bergen, you could see the confidence growing as he has been, I keep using this word, but he really has been steady as they come this ball game. That same delivery over and over, does not look to be exerting too much energy. That's part of his delivery with that very compact lower body shift, and he throws a lot of off-speed pitches as you see there, but gets away from him, and he hits a batter. So did I jinx him? We'll find out. Little conference on the mound about to take place. As the replay definitely got that upper shoulder of Wenzel. So Wenzel has found his way to first base 3 different times today, 3 different ways: a single, a walk, and now hit by a pitch. Taking the lead off of first, and might shift to a much more aggressive approach on the base paths as they need runs if they want to win this ball game. Lyle Lynn at the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. Lynn watches. 1-1, 2 away. Top of the 5th inning. Lynn pokes one to right field. That's going to drop. Runner will stay on second as Giacomazzi got over there in time and rifled it back into the shortstop. But something to maybe get on the board here. If JSerra can do it, they just have not been able to get over the hump against Bergen. Lynn with a nice piece of hitting, going opposite field. Mike Capri's at the plate. He walked, stole a base, and struck out. He takes for ball 1. And now maybe seeing something in Bergen as he's losing a little location this inning. We've seen a lot of contact. Jared Halpert, the Harvard-Westlake coach. A few words of wisdom will leave his right-hander out there. And why not? He survived every challenge thus far in this ball game. Two outs. Priest swings to second. The grounder, the toss, getting the force and ending the hopes of JSerra. Harvard-Westlake standing strong, holding on to that lead. 2-0 still in the middle of the 5th inning. There's a replay. Putting the ball in play. Almost looked like he was going to misplay it for a moment, but able to get the put out. The second baseman, Julian Gerard, out there. Tossing it to John Thomas. And the fist pump from Cameron Deere to seal the deal. Colin Quinn still on the mound. You are watching live PlaySports.tv's coverage, brought to you by Pro Glider Training Bats, of the 2016 CIFSS Southern Section Baseball Tournament Division I action semifinals from Blair Field at Long Beach State University. (2-0) Harvard-Westlake. In the bottom of the 6th inning, to clarify. Remember, only 7 innings in these high school games, unless there's a tie, because there will be no tie. The teams will play on until we have a winner. Tournament play, someone must advance, and they both can't. Cameron Deere. 2 for 2 today with 2 singles and a run scored. Harvard-Westlake taking a strike. We mentioned from Studio City, naturally, they will have ties to the entertainment industry. Just looking at the alums of their school outside of sports, names like, as a base hit is lifted to left field, his 3rd of the day. Cameron Deere, or his 3rd of the night. Am I giving away that I got up at 5 p.m.? No, I didn't. Just kidding. But Deere has been stellar. He's 3 for 3. He wears number 33. It's all very synchronistic. Leo Kaplan, who had that big RBI triple that unlocked this game, which was once, of course, 0-0. Kaplan, you could pencil him in as the hero thus far, as this game is not over. But what a tournament. 3-run home run last game. Kaplan, strong contact, fouls it out of play. Talking about Harvard-Westlake's long list of entertainment alums, names like Candace Bergen, Jamie Lee Curtis, Bridget Fonda, Jake and Maggie Gyllenhaal. Here's the pitch. And that's the ball. Oh, the list goes on, folks. Mark Harmon, John Lovitz, Danica McKellar, who of course was Winnie Cooper on Wonder Years. Jason Reitman, big director. Jason Siegel, Tori Spelling. And last but definitely probably not least, Shirley Temple. Look over to first. School's been around a long time, so they naturally are going to have alums of all different professions. You want politics? Former California Governor Gray Davis and current LA Mayor Eric Garcetti, Harvard-Westlake alums. And the pitch. And it's caught, but make no bones about it, Kaplan has made strong contact throughout this game, throughout this tournament. They escape the mighty bat of him there as he flies one out to left field, keeping Deere on first base. And breathing a sigh of relief on the mound is Colin Quinn. as he hopes that's the last time he has to face Kaplan today. Brings up the DH, Lauren Frank. I said it again today, tonight. It's definitely night, folks. The sophomore Frank. Quinn. He's pitched a good game, just needs some run support. Strike one. So it looks like there's actually a pinch hitter at the plate for Harvard-Westlake. Number 6, J.P. Corrigan. So they sit down Frank. Frank struck out both times up to the plate. A little bit different approach. Trying to ignite the DH spot, as I'm assuming Corrigan will now take over that role in this game. Two and one the count. One out, man on first. Corrigan, nice dive by the shortstop, but not enough, as he's in there with an infield single. So the pinch hit pays off. Chase Strump making the play out there, just too deep in the hole to get the runner. Brings up Casey Slattery. He had that RBI single his last time up. There's a replay. Just too many bounces. Slattery was able to bring home the second run of the game for Harvard-Westlake as he looks at a ball outside. Another RBI opportunity here with runners on first and second for Slattery, the big first baseman. Quinn, the pitch, Slattery to that same spot. A liner, another base hit to right field. Does not score the runner, but Slattery really with a nice piece of hitting. This time up and his last time up. Bases loaded, one away. Harvard-Westlake looking to blow this game open with that 2-0 lead. Quinn still on the mound. Their dugout excited about it. Number 14, Matt Thomas, struck out his first time up, sacrificed his last time up. The junior has a chance to fill his RBI column if he can knock in a run here. Quinn still out there battling the side armor. Almost looked like he could throw to any base on that one. Kind of leaned toward third, then toward first, then spun around to second. Like a basketball player pivoting. Looks like JSerra is basically saying we're going to live or die with our ace out there, showing the trust in him. One and 0, 1 out. Quite a few "Let's Go Matt" shout-outs from the fan support of Harvard-Westlake in the stands. Bottom of the 6th inning. Could be the last time up for Harvard-Westlake if things maintain. JSerra, I'm sure, anxious to get out of this one and get one possibly last crack at the plate. Big swing and a miss by Thomas. He was fooled on that one. 1 and 2. Lays off outside, 2 and 2. Julian Gerard on deck. He was pinch hit for last time up, but high school rules, you can be reinserted back in the game. We saw him in the field since then. Swing and a miss by Thomas. He goes down on strikes. 4th strikeout of the game for Quinn. And Gerard will be the hitter with 2 outs. In his only plate appearance, he walked. Gerard lifts one. Could be in no man's land. Charging in is the center fielder to make the grab for JSerra, Brady Shockey. So they get out of the bases loaded jam, and this game is very manageable. 2-0. JSerra coming to the plate in the top of the 7th inning. Their season could be on the line. Welcome back, folks, to LivePlaySports.tv's coverage from Blair Field in Long Beach of the 2016 CIFSS Southern Section Baseball Tournament Division I semifinal action. We're in the top of the 7th and possibly final inning as JSerra, a national power, number 2 ranked in the state and the nation, trails 2-0 to Harvard-Westlake. Their season on the line. Before the break, I said their season could be on the line. It is on the line. Looking high at ball 1. JSerra at the plate. Is Kyle May, number 7. His first appearance of the ballgame, pinch hitter. Still on the mound. He's been there since the first pitch for Harvard-Westlake, Jesse Bergen. And just look at the score and you'll know how he's been doing. Yet to give up a run, has been just rock steady for the Wolverines. And you know he wants to go the distance. 2-1 the count to May. May lifts one out of play down the first base line into the stands. Into the Long Beach night. The winner advances to the championship game on Saturday against Murrieta Mesa, who won the earlier ball game in a 9-inning 6-3 thriller over West Ranch of Stevenson Ranch, California. May, contact, but not a lot of heat on that one. And one away as the second baseman for Harvard-Westlake, Julian Gerard, runs in to make the play. And things are getting tense on the JSerra side. They're down to their final 2 outs. Number 2, Matt Manskar, 0 for 2 on the day. A ground out and a strikeout. Their second baseman at the plate. Bergen delivers. Manskar takes for strike 1. We have seen no relief pitchers in this ballgame on either side in this 63-degree night weather in Southern California. Manskar swinging and finds a gap. It's going to drop. No! An amazing catch in right field. Oh my! Hold your breath. Wait for the replay. Harvard-Westlake. Paul Giacomazzi with that dive and a giant grin and a fist pump. And why not be excited about that one? Look at this. Look at this angle. Giacomazzi coming and racing into your screen with a dive. That gets past him. It could go to the wall. His teammate was there to back him up, but what a catch by Giacomazzi. And he rises, tosses the ball. Another shot. Giacomazzi. Even the umpire's excited about that one. Wow. What a play by the senior. So now, 1-1, 2 away. JSerra. Winner goes to the championship game, and remember, there is no state title game. And now, 2 strikes. So only one team can extend their season here. Some fans on their feet. For Harvard-Westlake trying to close out this slight upset. Harvard-Westlake, an incredible program itself. Bergen gets him to swing, grounded to third. For the first, for the final out of the ball game. The big embrace from the third baseman, Cameron Deere, to Jesse Bergen, who goes the distance, pitches the whole game, 7 shutout innings, gave up 4 hits. Bergen, he was the steadying force. All he needed was 2 runs, and they got that from the RBI triple from Leo Kaplan and the RBI single from Casey Slattery. A 2-0 victory. Harvard-Westlake advances to the championship game on Saturday night against Murrieta Mesa. JSerra, an incredible season. They will finish at 27-7. Came in ranked, as we mentioned a couple times, number 2 in the state, number 2 in the country in some rankings. But Harvard-Westlake is the team that will play another day, and that day will be Saturday night.
You're a good catcher, man.
They will play for the 2016 CIF Southern Section Baseball Tournament Division I Championship. LivePlaySports.tv with your coverage. Remember that Blu-ray and DVD copies of tonight's game can be purchased at our website, LivePlaySports.tv. That's LivePlaySports.tv. Continuing the celebration, Harvard-Westlake, the Wolverines from Studio City. Well-deserved. JSerra just couldn't get on the board. Jesse Bergen, really the story here tonight, as he took the mound with command. Controlled the strike zone all night long. Got the hitters to make contact. Trusted his defense behind him. Got out of jams. Of course, he's your winning pitcher, and on the losing side, Colin Quinn, his first loss of the year. He came in at 12-0. So once again, folks, Harvard-Westlake 2, Juniper 0. Harvard-Westlake advances for the 2016 CIF Southern Section Baseball Tournament Division I title game against Murrieta Mesa. Signing off from Blairfield in Long Beach, California, as you see the fans appreciating the effort of JSerra and their incredible season. And the happy Harvard-Westlake side capturing the moments on their phones and with waves, a lot of smiles. Signing off for LivePlaySports.tv, I'm Patrick O'Sullivan. Thank you for watching.